Siddha Sharma.
Om Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha. Put together it is Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Bhu is Mahaprana. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. In his spirit it is Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Tat Savituhu Varenyam. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo Devasya. Bha Mahaprana. Bhargo Devasya. Dhimahi. Bhargo Devasya. Dhimahi. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. One line. Dhiyo yo naha. Dhiyo yo naha. Dhiyo yo naha. Prachodayat. Dhiyo yo naha. Prachodayat. 2 lines. That's the end of the mantra. Yajurveda 36.3. Yajurveda 36.3. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo naha Prachodayat. Dhiyo yo naha Prachodayat. Yajurveda 36.3.
Where does the first line end, Sharmaji?
That is Dhimahi.
Astu.
Dhimahi 1 line. Prachodaya 2 lines. This Om Bhur Swaha, in one place it is there, in other place it starts from Tat Savitur Varenyam only. It's all right. It makes a least difference. It is in more than one place. So in one place it starts from Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, in another place it starts from Tat Savitur Varenyam. Both are okay. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah Prachodayat. Now the Devata for this mantra is Savitr. Savitr. That is the Devata for this mantra. So actually this is Savitr mantra. But it is well known as Gayatri mantra because the Chandas, the meter of this mantra, belongs to Gayatri family. We have 2-3 varieties in Gayatri mantra, it belongs to that. So it is well known as Gayatri mantra. At the beginning itself, I want to clarify one thing. Many people have understood Gayatri as a goddess and they have given it a form. So sitting on a lotus with so many heads, so many hands and other things. And they define that is the Gayatri. Such a thing is not there. We have discussed several times, many times, that God is formless. And God is about gender, male, female or anything. So here Gayatri, of course, the word is feminine, but it's the word and it doesn't represent God which is feminine or goddess which is feminine. So that clarity I want to give because in many places, say if you search for Gayatri, you will get different photographs and paintings of Gayatri. It's all the imagination of the artist and not a fact. Gayatri is purely a meter, a chandas. So many words, so many lines, so many letters, so many lines. There ends the issue. And God is formless, and you call God by any name, it refers to the same one single God. Monotheism, we call it. You may call it as Gayatri, you may call it as Savitri, you may call it as Agni, Vayu, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Yama, by whatever name you call it, it all refers to one single entity, God Sachidananda. Over. There will not be any confusion on these grounds. Because this confusion is running throughout in the world. That's the problem. Okay, the whole thing starts with Om. Om Bhurbhosvaha. Let me start from that Om. And this Om is used as the beginning for almost every mantra. Om, with Om we start. So to begin with, it's referred to as, okay, we shall start with Omkar. Omkar means to start with. So that's the Omkar. Now this Om, as you know, that it's all derived from certain roots, every word in the Veda. So Om is also derived from one root known as Ava. Ava. If you're writing it in English, it is AVA. Ava. From this root Ava, Om is derived. Now this root Ava has got a list of meanings that you can note down. Ava, Rakshana. So you can note it as 1, 2, 3, 4 only. No problem. Ava, Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, Preeti, Trupti, Avagama, Pravesha, Shravana. Anyhow, I'll be repeating it again. Pravesha, Shravana, Swami, Arthayachana, Swami, Arthayachana, Kriya, Ichha, Kriya, Ichha, Deepti, Avapti, Deepti, Avapti, Alingana, Himsa, Adana, Bhaga, Vruddhi. It came to 19, right? I'll repeat. Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, Preeti, Trupti, Avagama, Pravesha, Shravana, Swami, Arthayachana, Kriya, Ichha, Deepti, Avapti, Alingana, Himsa, Bhaga, Vruddhi.
Adhana.
Adana, Bhaga, Vruddhi. Yeah. So totally 19 meanings are there to this Dhatu Ava. Ava, Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, ityadi, up to Himsadana, Bhaga, Vruddhishu. Alingana, Himsa, Bhaga, Vruddhishu. So all these 19 meanings fit to this Om. There are many words derived from Ava. Though many words are derived from Ava, not all will encompass, not all will consider all the 19 meanings. You may take 1 or 2, 3, 4, and the word will be there and the meaning will be understood. But when it is Om, all the 19 fit in. That's the speciality of it. So there are 19 different meanings for this Om. We shall go one by one and try to understand what it is. Ava, that's the basic root. From Ava, we derive Om. The first meaning of the word Ava is, the root is Rakshana. Rakshana is to secure. Rakshana is to protect, save. Rakshana. The one which is the protector of the whole universe is that Satyananda. So it is referred to as Om. It protects the whole universe. How this protection is given? Try to see it in the broad sense, not in a narrow sense. In a narrow sense, we expect that God to interfere in our day-to-day affairs and protect us. But such a thing will not happen. It protects the whole universe in a very broad perspective. How this protection is given? This whole world has got its own rules and regulations and systems which are working. Now, because these systems are in place and are working, yes, we are able to understand this universe and we are protected. The last class also I was telling, the whole system is running according to rules and regulations, and within that system, of course, we have little freedom. Kartum akartum anyatha kartum shakti. So where we have got freedom, we are responsible for our own thoughts, words, and actions. Beyond that, it's a very big system. That big system is established for our own sake, for our own protection. Let me take one simple example. Say the whole cycle of birth and death. Now in death, how are you protected? That's a wonderful question which immediately props up. Death and birth is also for our protection. Rakshana. That system is there. That cycle of birth and death is running continuously. How are you protected there? Now, what is this life between birth and death? It is when we, the souls, are given the Sharira Indriya Manas as a tool. That we have discussed many times. There's nothing difficult to understand. With the Sharira Indriya Manas, we work, we function. Now, because the Sharira Indriya Manas is made out of inert things, Sat, it's an integration of the Sat, the Panchabhutas. So what is its nature? It works and works and works, and at one point it becomes Voran and Toran. Anything which is made out of these Panchabhutas will not work forever. Anything. You take any tool, not exactly Sharira Indriya Manas, any tool, will it work forever? No. On use, it becomes Voran and Toran. At one point of time, it becomes obsolete, it becomes unusable. We throw it and replace it. In the same way, the Sharira Indriya Manas, which is a tool to the soul, this also becomes Voran and Toran, dilapidated, old, and becomes unusable. Now imagine that condition where it becomes unusable, unemployable. Then the real protection for us is to get rid of it. We cannot carry on with that. Even if you are still living and breathing, the Sharira Indriya Manas has become so old, so Voran and Toran, that I cannot use it at all. The operator is different. Operator is me, the soul. But the apparatus is old. So I myself will feel this is an old machinery which I cannot use. That we get rid of it. So getting rid of it itself is protection for me. Not Sharira Indriya Manas, for me. Because once I get rid of this old tool, what is the next step? I get a new, fresh one. Rebirth. So I get a new tool, which is very, very young, fresh, capable, efficient. That is a protection for my process of development, my process of progress. So that is also, death also is a sort of protection for me, because I get rid of the old apparatus and go for the new apparatus. That is Rakshana. That is one. Then how the system works. This whole system works in such a way that if I work in accordance with the system, in harmony with the system, I get all the benefits. I can experience peace, I can experience bliss, I can be happy, comfortable. If I do not tune myself with these rules and regulations, yes, I'll be troubled, I'll be in problems, I'll be creating my own chaos. What to select, what to do, okay, that is my choice. But if I do it rightly, if my choice is right, my decision is right, yes, I'm very well protected and given the strength for the soul, given the purity of the soul. That's what I will get. It's assured. Nobody can prevent it. No influence, no partiality, nothing. That is real protection. So the first meaning of it is Rakshana, that gives me the security and everything. In addition to it, there are so many systems which are working by which I can save and protect the Sharira Indriya Manas as long as it becomes old, worn and torn. I got that system. Food, air, water, everything I get it. With which I can nourish this apparatus, I can run the apparatus. I'm also given the knowledge which is required, how to maintain this machinery and run it until it becomes dilapidated, old, worn and torn. That's all part of the protective system. Physical protection is also very much there. So just to quote, give one example. This whole earth, this one example only, this whole earth, this whole globe is having a protective layer about it, around it. What is that? Ozone layer. It's not a protection, it's a very, very great protection. Because so many radiations will be coming from nowhere. And if all those radiations reach the earth, we cannot exist on earth. No life can exist on earth. So among those radiations, those which are helpful and those which are harmful have to be segregated. And those radiations which are harmful should not reach the earth. They should get reflected back. Now such a wonderful work is done by that ozone layer. That is science. That's reality. Now we human beings are so foolish that are polluting the air around us, water around us, and we have created holes in that ozone layer. They are so foolish. That protective layer, we are spoiling it. And now harmful radiations are reaching Earth, not fully, partly, and it has been the cause for acid rain. See, that's our foolishness. We are spoiling the protective layer. Physically, we are protected. Mentally, we are protected. Spiritually, we are protected in different ways. All that in the form of rules and regulations and systems which are in place. That's a wonderful thing. Of course, we are also given little freedom within that framework, which you are supposed to exercise in the right way, in the form of right decisions. And if you take the right decision, we'll be rewarded. That system also is there. If we don't take the right decision, we'll be punished. That system is also there. This whole setup, A to Z, it's all a protected environment. It's all a beautiful setup. It's all a beautiful Karya Kshetra, my workplace. What's the work I have to do? as human being, I have to work for the upliftment of my soul. The whole world is a beautiful workplace. Nothing can equal it. The one which is responsible is the whole protective system is Om, our Rakshana. When I say Om, I should feel that protection in every inch around me and in me. Everything's protected, well planned. It's a beautiful setup. And all this setup is aimed at the protection of me and my life and the whole process of becoming spiritually strong and pure. It's a wonderful setup. Our Rakshana. That's a basic and very, very important feature of that Om. It's all the work of that Satchidananda, and that Satchidananda, which is the ultimate protector of the whole universe, is called as Om. Once we chant Om, we should never feel unprotected. By chanting Om, we should be confident enough and we should be happy that we are protected in all respects. Om is not just a letter and chanting, no. If you understand the meaning of that word Om, once I chant Om, I should feel protected, I should feel comfortable. Our Rakshana. Next one is Gati, second one, Gati. Gati is movement. Gati means change, movement and change. This whole universe, throughout, from micro level to macro level, is moving and changing. Is moving and changing. Nothing is stagnant. Nothing is still. Either it doesn't move, but it changes. It changes or it moves and changes, both. And what is this movement and change? It is the effect of time. Without time, I cannot assess movement. Without time, I cannot understand change. It was like this at a point of time. Now it has changed and is a different form at another point of time. So without time, I cannot assess, I cannot understand change. Without time, I cannot understand movement. So when I say Gati, movement and change, time also gets in. That's another dimension. And when I say time, movement and change, another dimension comes that is known as the space. In modern metaphysics, they speak of space-time continuum. That is the inseparable relationship between space and time. We add two more dimensions to it, that is moment and change. Space, time, moment and change. These are the different dimensions which cover the entire universe. Very scientific, precise. Which is the one which is handling this whole system of space, time, moment and change. That is Satchidananda, Om. The one which is responsible for all this space, time, moment and change. Now that is known as Om. Satchidananda. That is the one which is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, and under its control, this whole thing of space, time, moment and change function. So Gati. And another peculiar thing we have seen already, this Om or this Satchidananda, its own name is Om. Om itself is Satchidananda, okay. Now this is the cause for all the movements and changes. Wonderful. But it doesn't, the The very Om doesn't undergo any change or movement. Tati jati tannai jati. This is one of the mantra we have seen already. Tati jati, that is responsible for all the movement and change. But it never undergoes any change or movement. It is still and it never undergoes any change. It is as fresh, as green as it was crores of years ago. And even after crores of years, it will be the same thing. That's why it's also called as Pranava. Pranava means that which is fresh always. Nava is new, fresh, green. Pranava. In wonderful way, it is fresh, green always. Pranava. Pranava is also another name for that same Satchidananda, which never undergoes any change. It is not affected by time. It is not bound by time. It is above time. So that is understood as Kalathita. Atita means beyond, above, Kala, time. It's not subjected to time. It's beyond time because that is the cause of time. That is the one which is responsible for time, and it is not bound by time. So Gati, it is the cause of all moments and change, space and time, but it is beyond those things. It's omnipresent. That is the cause of time. So whenever we speak of time, we measure time by means of two things, movement and change. For the Satchidananda, there is no movement, no change. So how can you measure it in terms of time? It's beyond time. And it doesn't move because it's omnipresent. There is no space for it to move. It has occupied the entire universe. Not in a small space is available for it to move. Omnipresent. That is Om. So when I chant Om, I should get into my mind the one which secures me, which protects me, and the one which is the cause of all space, time, moment, and change. Gati. Rakshana, Gati. Then comes Kanti. Third one, Rakshana, Gati, Kanti. Kanti means light, brightness, physical as well as spiritual. In the physical thing, that is the cause of all light for this whole universe. The closest light what we have got is very sun, which is in our solar system. But that is not the only one source of light. There are countless stars, Milky Ways, where there is so much of light that we cannot imagine the quantity of light that is there. And the one which is the source of all that light, effulgence, that's another word they use, effulgence, is that Kanti. That's the source of all light. Physical, number one. Spiritual light, that's in the form of knowledge. Knowledge too is referred to as light. Because that knowledge throws light on reality. It's not physical in nature, but it is spiritual in nature, spiritual light. It makes us realize the truth. It makes us see the truth. Not through eyes, but through our understanding, through our knowledge. So the one which is the cause of all physical light and as well as all knowledge, yes, that is known as Kanti. That's the brightness, that's the effulgence, what it has got. That is Om. When we chant Om, we can never be dark. Simple. When we chant Om, we should feel the light in and around us. Physical as well as spiritual. We cannot be in dilemma when we chant Om, because that is the source of light. It shows us the things clearly, precisely, perfectly. When that light is there, we cannot be in dilemma, we cannot be in confusion. Everything is crystal clear. Our Rakshana Gati Kanti. Anything, if you want to see in its right way, we need light. In darkness, it is all confusion. We don't know what is what, which comes from which side, where we fall down, what happens next, we don't know, because it's all dark. But when it is light, we are not in dilemma, we are not in confusion. Everything is clear. We can see what is what in its right perspective. So that is the light. And it is a universal light. Elsewhere it's also defined, it is the light of lights. Of course, sun gives us the light. But the one which gives light to sun is Kanti, that is Om, Satchidananda. The sun shines because of the light given to it by the Satchidananda, that's behind it. The light of the lights. Rakshana, Gati, Kanti. Next comes Trupti. Trupti means satisfaction. Trupti means contentment. Trupti is the point where all our wants cease. No more wants. Now the one which is the cause for this is known as Om, Trupti. We have got so many wants, right? Physical, mental, spiritual, so many wants we have got. But once we realize that Om, once we feel that Om, all our wants come to an end. Because that's the highest that we can have. That's the one which has got the highest satisfying power, satiating power. After knowing that, there's nothing left for us to gain. There's nothing left for us to want, to need. All our needs end with the realization that Om, with the realization of Satchidananda. Because that Satchidananda is bliss. Beyond bliss, what is there? Beyond peace, what is there? Our whole search through lives and lives, this birth and death cycle, it's all for bliss and peace only. Once we get it, that's the end of it. There's nothing left for us to search for. There's nothing left for us to gain. What we have to gain, we have gained. That's peace and bliss. Trupti, contented, satisfied, happy. Until we get this peace and bliss, whatever we get other than these two, we are not satisfied. We still feel that our search is still on. We have not reached the goal of our search. Millions of rupees, dollars, not satisfied. Lot of possessions, luxury, not satisfied. Because our ultimate search is not that. Our ultimate search is for peace and bliss. Even after getting all these things, we feel dissatisfied. We feel discontented. But once we experience this peace and bliss, all this become minor, and we feel that we have reached the goal. That's peace and bliss. That's the highest that we can get. Maybe in this life, maybe after life. Trupti, By getting which we will be completely satisfied and contented. That is, peace and bliss is the gift of that Om. Mere chanting Om is not sufficient. But by chanting Om, we should move closer to peace and bliss. Should be able to realize the temporary thing of this world, of this birth. Beyond that, we have got one state known as a state of peace and bliss, and that is our real search. And that we can get, that we can experience only by realizing Om, Satchidananda. Satchidananda is Sat plus Chit plus Ananda. Ananda is what we are searching for. That is the bliss and peace. The source of our Ananda, the source of our peace and bliss is that Satchidananda, and that is called as Om. That is referred to as Om. Every one of us, without exception, we are all searching for that peace and bliss. Whether we know it or not, that's a different issue. But we are not satisfied until we get it. And what is that state of bliss or peace is called as? It's called as moksha, mukti, salvation. So many names are there. And this we also don't get easily. We have to work for it. We have to increase the strength of the soul. We have to purify the soul to the maximum extent possible. And as a result of that pure soul and strong soul, yes, we will be in a condition to experience the greatest Ananda, bliss, peace. And which is the source of it? Which is the one which grants it? Om. Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, Trupti. Avagama, next one, fifth one. Avagama. Avagama is realization of truth, knowing things as they are, as it is. That jnana I was referring to. That same jnana is known as avagama. This whole knowledge, the whole source of knowledge is with that Om. As the source of all real things, all facts, all knowledge, all wisdom. There is no other source which is equivalent to it. That's the ultimate source of knowledge. Is it to be believed? No, no. I've been telling every time, don't believe it. Verify, check, investigate, discover. If then you're convinced that that is the truth, take it. There's no question of belief. There's no question of forcing upon anyone these things. It's open for investigation, verification. There has been seen so many words of Vedas. Are they not words which are applicable to all people? Have you discriminated anyone? No. Does it not hold for all times? Yes. It's not subjected to any one period, any one time. Is it not applicable everywhere in the universe? Yes. It's applicable at all times, at all places, for all people. That is the quality of Vedic words. That's the internal strength of the Vedic words. That is the source of right knowledge for all people everywhere. It never discriminates. It says it's for all. Some people who have not studied Vedas in depth may say it is for a particular caste, it is for a particular nationality, it's for males, but it's all untruth. That's not a fact. Knowledge is open for everyone. Because with knowledge only we can lead a better life. With knowledge only we can experience peace and bliss, not otherwise. Then nobody is discriminated. It's for all. To work for it and to get it, okay, it is their effort. But nobody is prohibited from getting it. Nobody is prevented from getting it. Anyone, anywhere, anytime can have it, has an access to it. But how much they get, okay, depends upon their seriousness and working. Depends upon their perseverance, their seriousness. That is okay. But as far as Vedas are concerned, as far as this universal knowledge is concerned, as far as this avagama is concerned, it is open for all. It never prevents, it never prohibits, it never comes in the way of anyone getting it. This says it's for all. It's for your welfare, I have given it. Take it. It is so universal in nature, it is so open for everyone. Another beautiful thing is we did not pay anything for it. It is free, abundant. It is free, it's abundant, it is pure knowledge. Not only knowledge, avagama is with knowledge, even other things also. All our needs are given by that Satchidananda, is provided by that Satchidananda in abundance, pure and free. See? No discrimination whatsoever. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. And whatever we are gifted with, they are all wonderful. Have no parallel. It's unique in nature. But we, by wrong decisions, by not understanding the whole thing, we pollute, we spoil all those gifts. That's our folly. That's our mistake. But if you are alert enough, if you are intelligent enough, if you are able to understand that Om is the source of all avagama, all knowledge, all realization of truth, yes, we lead a better life and make this world better for living for us and for others. We can do it. We can do it. Whatever is given, if we just maintain it as it is, also is sufficient. We should not meddle with it. We should not exploit it. It's because of our avariciousness, it's because of our meddling with it, we are spoiling it, we are polluting it. It's our mistake. Stop it now, you create a better world. And whatever is required to create a better world, all that input, all that knowledge, all that avagama is available with Satchidananda, and that Satchidananda is called as Om. Know the world better. Know the life what you have to lead better. It's available free for everyone. If someone wants to know all those things and improve their life, yes, they can do it. Anyone, anytime, anywhere. No bars, no terms, no conditions. You see? But other than this, in this world, for everything we have got terms and conditions, prerequisites. If you follow these conditions, according to these terms only, these things will be given. Here, nothing. No terms, no conditions. Open for all. The only thing is, we have to make a right choice. We have to take a right decision. How to take the right decision is also available. That's what is called as avagama, source of all knowledge, source of all truths. That is Om. If you want to realize what is what in the real factual thing, then take recourse to Om. Take recourse to Satchidananda. Take recourse to the teachings and guidelines of that Satchidananda. That's Om, avagama, knowledge. Perfect knowledge, you get it. No confusion. Full clarity will be there. With that clarity, if we move, yes, we'll be closer to our goal of peace and bliss. That is the real knowledge. That is the right knowledge. Avagama. Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, Trupti, Avagama. I've seen 5, other 14. Only after I cover all that 14, I'll be covering the first one, Om. Okay, it's so wide, it's so deep, and it encompasses almost what all we have studied so far. Okay, we'll continue this. I have done up to Ava, Rakshana, Gati, Kanti, Trupti, Avagama. Other things we'll see. That is tomorrow we can have Monday.
Astu.
One day for
Tomorrow.
me, Sunday for you. Yes. We'll again sit down and continue this. Namaste.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.